Some stories aren't just urban legends passed down through centuries. They are real memories. Memories carried by our grandfathers of nights when the line between the living and the unknown simply vanished. What I am about to tell you is a true story. And it happened on a train ride that was never supposed to end this way. Back in those days, my grandfather was a young chemist working for a British firm in Kolkata. Every weekend, without fail, he traveled to his maternal home in Mecheda, a quiet, small town in Bengal. On this particular night, urgent official work held him back. He missed his usual evening train, forcing him to take the absolute last local train out of Howrah station. It was a pleasant journey. The compartment was completely empty. It had been a dull, suffocatingly humid day. But now, a refreshing cold breeze blew through the iron bars of the window. He closed his eyes, letting the cool air wash over him, completely unaware of what was waiting for him at the end of the line. It was nearly midnight when the train finally squealed to a halt at Mecheda station. Stepping onto the platform, he realized his mistake. He had forgotten to inform Ashu, the family attendant, to come and pick him up. The sky was absolute, pitch black. It was Amavasya, a new moon night. There were no rickshaw pullers at the stand. The station was dead quiet. Who would wait at such an ungodly hour? Without wasting another moment, he tightened his coat and stepped off the platform into the dark. About 10 minutes into his walk, he approached an abandoned open plot. The locals called it Banerjee's field, a desolate, overgrown stretch of land that had been empty for decades. Hoping to save time, he decided to take a shortcut right through it. He pulled a small pencil torch from his pocket. The weak beam barely pierced the darkness. He checked his wristwatch, but the hands were frozen. It had stopped long ago. He quickened his pace. The air grew impossibly cold. But after walking for 15 minutes, a sinking feeling hit his stomach. He shined his torch around. He was standing in the exact same spot. He was revolving in an endless circle. A sudden, deep panic set in. Just as the fear threatened to take over, he saw a light. A local man, entirely wrapped in a dark woolen shawl, was walking toward him, holding a flickering oil lamp. As the man stepped into the weak beam of the torch, my grandfather let out a massive sigh of relief. He recognized him. "Are, Karthik da?" he called out. It was the man who owned the small grocery shop near the station. "What are you doing here at this time? I think I've lost my way." Karthik didn't say a single word. He simply nodded, raised his lamp, and turned around. My grandfather followed the warm glow of the fire. Within minutes, Karthik had guided him safely to the main road, right outside his ancestral gates. The next morning, the sun was shining. While having tea with the family, my grandfather casually narrated the incident. He mentioned how lucky it was that Karthik from the station shop was there to guide him past Banerjee's plot. The moment he said that name, the courtyard went dead silent. His uncle slowly set his teacup down, his hands trembling. Banerjee's plot was right next to the old village cremation ground. Locals never went there at night because of the shadowy figures that roamed the endless loops of the woods. And as for Karthik had died of a sudden fever 3 days ago. My grandfather was a man of science. But from that day onward, he never took the late train again. What do you think guided him out of the woods? A guardian spirit? Or something pulling him deeper in? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to grimdeb for more true horror and stay out of the dark.